Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with the free pick in the Bellarmine versus Austin Peay college basketball matchup on Thursday, January 4th, 2024. Of course, we do tons of free picks at Pick Dawgz, and if you like all those, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Just head on over to Pick Dawgz, click on the premium picks tab, use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have Dime Club and Sharp Trading Plays. These are meant for people who make big bets. If that's you, go ahead and text that number that you see on the screen. They're not available on the website. You got to text. But let's get to this one. Bellarmine taking on Austin Peay, Atlantic Sun Conference college basketball action. You know, it wasn't all that long ago that we didn't see lines on these games at all. And now, you know, in recent years, maybe the last 4 or 5 years, all of their games are lined. These are the ones that, like, when they got to the conference tournament and NCAA tournament, you look at the trends and they're like, oh, these guys are 3-1-1 against, this in the last 5. And then you look back and it's like, that's over the course of 3 or 4 years because they hadn't been in any line games to be against the spread. But now, like I said, all these games are lined and we can bet on all of them. And, well, we certainly bet on a lot of them. That's what we do. But, we look at Bellarmine 4-11 on the season, certainly a big step back this year. This is a team that moved up, but they have one of these ridiculous deals where they can't play in the postseason for like 6 years or something. So, basically tough to get recruits in there when you can't play for a postseason, even though you're winning conference championships and conference tournaments like Bellarmine has been doing. But this year, a big step back, just 4-11 coming into this one, 3-7 in their last 10, 3-2 straight up at home this season, but 0-2 against the number at home, which means, well, they've played in those unlined games. We look at Austin Peay, just 1-6 straight up on the road, but 5-2 against the number. So they've been getting pretty generous points when they've been playing on the road. 7-8 straight up on the season, 5-5 in their last 10. Both these teams, like I said, we see these guys play against the big boys in these out-of-conference games. And we look at Austin Peay, coming off that game against Memphis, they lost by 11 against a very good Memphis team at Memphis. They were getting 20 in that game, and that's just what we've seen from Austin Peay recently, is they've been covering the spread like no one's business, covering in their last 6 games in a row. Murray State, Western Kentucky, Ohio, an outright win over Ohio as a 4-point dog, a loss to Western Kentucky, but a cover, win against Southern Illinois, win against Murray State as a dog. So they have been a dog plenty and have been winning outright. You have to go all the way back to basically November to the last time this team didn't cover a spread, really around Thanksgiving time when they lost to App State. When we look at Bellarmine, like I said, generally a team that we've seen a lot more of than we have from this year. They played a fairly tough schedule. High Point last time out, losing by 5 in a game they were getting 5.5. We know High Point, they're certainly not a novelty act anymore. And then when we look at, at BYU, at Utah, but they got crushed in those games. They also lost against Evansville by 9 points and lost Ball State, Louisville, and West Virginia. So what we've seen from Bellarmine, just not quite as competitive as we've seen them in recent years. Of course, this is somewhat of a get-right spot, playing against a team that's more on their level, but I like the way that Austin Peay has been shooting the 3 this season. That's why they cover a lot of spreads, is because they can hit those 3s. And then, of course, on the defensive side of things, they defend the 3 extremely well. I think we got a little bit of a mismatch here. I'm going to take Austin Peay in this one, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, be sure to use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. They're 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.